They've been in your pocket.
We do this every day, so thanks for putting up with the traffic. We got the band here. I saw we've got the crossing guards here. Everybody's here for Wawa. So good morning and welcome to a special day. My name is Jason Reed and it's an honor to welcome you all to our newest Wawa store right here in the great town of Roselle, New Jersey. Before we get started, let's give a round of applause to the incredible band that joined us from Abraham Clark High School. All right, so we've done this once or twice before. This is our 15th store that we will open this year. It is the 25th here in the Mid-Atlantic. At Wawa, when we open a new store, we celebrate our commitment to not only fulfill lives with fresh food and beverage, the latest store designs, and great associates, but also our commitment to the community and our commitment to each of you to be a great neighbor. As we open our doors here today in Roselle, New Jersey, I can say that it probably won't be the last time. There's a good chance that when you visit the store again tomorrow, like when we're charging for coffee, someone will hold the door open for you. It might be an associate, a friend, an acquaintance, a neighbor, or the person next to you sitting at church. And so today, we also celebrate the special culture that exists in our stores and turns associates, customers, and community members into lifelong neighbors and friends. So let's get this celebration started. I'd like to welcome our local officials, fire and police.
Yes.
Here we go. Our most sincere thanks and appreciation for all you guys do every day. I also appreciate while you're making hoagies that you're looking the other way. I think I had to park on top of a fire hydrant to get here, so appreciate you not ticketing the big white truck. The opening of this beautiful new store would not have been possible without all the state and local officials and community leaders who have provided us the opportunity to continue to grow and invest in our communities. From all of us at Wawa, a heartfelt thanks to all you have done. Let's hear it for the local officials who are joining us today. If you could raise your hand, Council President Denise Wilkerson. Yes. Woo! Councilman Brandon Benaire. Councilwoman Kim Shaw. Councilwoman Johnson. The crowd favorite, look at that. And Mayor Christine Dansereau. Mayor, would you like to say a few words, please?
Wow, I don't know if I can yell as loud as
That's
this
okay.
now, but let me tell you something. We welcome you, Wawa, and we welcome your partnership. And I got to tell you, every day I got phone calls. Every day people stop me in the street. Please, when are they opening up?
Today!
Today! Here we are. It finally happened. So thank you for partnering with us. You have a reputation that precedes you of being a community involved organization, and we look forward to years and years and years, and we're all going to come here for sandwiches and coffee and gas and whatever else that you want us to come here for. We thank you, and I'd like to say on behalf of all the council here who have worked so very hard with your partnership and our assemblymen. It's taken a number of years. I think it's like 7 years. 7 years. Everybody's been at work. It's a work in progress, but you know what? Here we are. We're breaking the ribbon today, aren't we? Thank you to the firemen and the policemen and the band, the ACH band. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. I'd also like to acknowledge our real estate partners in attendance today. Salomon Brothers. Where's Salomon Brothers? Ferber Group, who built this beautiful store. And finally, Assemblyman Jamel Holly. The fan favorite, who was instrumental in propelling this project. Jamel, on behalf of us, thank you so much.
Let's go, Roselle! Thank you. I thought I had some energy, man. You took my energy out of me a little bit. I want to first bring up Gary and Eric. Gary's right here. Where's Eric?
Hiding.
There, come on up here, Eric. I want to tell you a little story, then I'll complete, and then we'll get to the ribbon cutting and the free coffee. But I was in a diner in Maplewood, talking to my counterpart in Maplewood, and he had to end the meeting short, and he said to me, "Hey, I'm going to go visit some guys who develop Wawa, because we're going to be opening one up in Maplewood." He said, "Oh, and by the way, do you know of any other locations that you might want to put a Wawa?" I said, "Do you know that I am also the mayor of Roselle at the time?" And he said, "No, I didn't know that." I said, "Well, I got a location for you." And within a week, I met with Gary and Eric's group. We came down here, and it was something about the Frank Street light that they liked. Frank Street light and the Chandler Avenue light. They like light. Wawa likes to be near lights. And they said, we like this site. I said, "Well, we got a long road ahead of us." I said, "We got to convince Bishop Johnson. We got to convince the Chinese store to finally leave in New Way." Because all of you who don't know the Roselle history, this used to be the Strip back in the day. Friday and Saturday nights, cars pumping heavy music, the rims going on the cars. Like, this was the hot spot. But it was also an area where, you know, we experienced drugs and alcohol and prostitution over the years. Many folks don't know that story. So today, it's not just about a grand opening of Wawa. It's about revitalizing this neighborhood that was neglected. I want to bring up Bishop Johnson because he was a pivotal part. Bishop Johnson, come forward. He was a pivotal part and let me tell you, Bishop is a pastor, but he's a heck of a negotiator. As you know, Bishop owned this parking lot, and if it was not for him, I don't think we've gotten the green light to move forward. But once Bishop said, "Okay, I'm on board with this," we ran into another glitch. And most folks don't know these stories because you see what today brings, but there's a lot of hard work and effort that goes behind the scenes to get us here. The projects didn't take off like it was supposed to. The Department of Environmental Protection, if you notice, there's a creek that runs alongside of this property. When Gary went down without us, Gary was rejected by the Department of Environmental Protection. Gary came to me and said, "You know, I went down to DEP and we got stopped." And I said, "Well, what did they say?" He said, "Well, they told us they don't really want us to build over here." I said, "Well, maybe I can make a call." I made a call. We asked the Department of Environmental Protection to perhaps reconsider the site. Within weeks, they met us right here in the church, Bishop Johnson Church, Bible Way Deliverance. It was a real cold day that day. I'll never forget it. And we met there and we talked to the Department of Environmental Protection. And after several weeks and several months, they got back to us and they said, "We can go ahead." So I want to thank the state officials at the Department of Environmental Protection as well. But when you're doing all that type of organizing, and pardon me for taking so long because this project's taking so long, but there's so many people that need to be acknowledged. I want to acknowledge the council members at the time that I was the mayor who really believed in this vision. I want to start off with the late Ron Heyman, who was the councilman here in the Second Ward, who's now passed on. But I want to thank Council President Kim Shaw. Where's Kim? Kim, come forward. I want to thank, at the time, Councilwoman Danzero, who was here at the time. and the members of City Council who really, hey guys, can you be quiet over there for a second? I know I'm taking long, but this is all necessary. But I want to thank them for their efforts and believing in this, because most folks thought that I was really crazy when I said we would have a Wawa in Roselle on St. George Avenue. People could not believe it. But through the planning board, through the zoning board, through the Department of Environmental Protection, countless meetings with council, countless meetings with Bishop Johnson, countless meetings with Gary and the whole team, we are here today making history in this neighborhood. So now comes Wawa. It's built, but a lot of people need to work here. And as you have read in the past, Wawa is one of the best employees around. They treat their people good. But we got to employ our own people. That's a part of bringing business in your community. You have to employ your own people here in Roselle. And through the Roselle First program, I want to bring up Pam Jones. We have a Roselle one-stop career center, job opportunity service center that residents can go into our offices and obtain job information. And as of today, as been reported by Pam Jones, 75% of the employees that work in this location are from the borough of Roselle. So when you talk about, I don't think most people hear me, so when you're talking about revitalizing a dilapidated area, when you talk about going through so many struggles through departments and environmental specialists and departments of state, when you talk about putting together a team of people and a team of elected officials, when you talk about employing people in your community, that is what community is about. And this is why we are here today for the grand opening of Wawa's 15th store here in New Jersey. So, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all, because this almost did not get done. I want to thank you all. I want to thank the borough administration who I work with. All of our department heads are here. I want to thank former Councilwoman Carla Walker, former Councilwoman Hazel Walker, who represented this ward, our fire chief, our business administrator, our recreation director, our new business administrator, all of these people that when I left, they carried the torch to make sure it happened. And that's about creating the vision that people can believe in, and people can believe and making sure it gets to this point. So I'm done, because I want to get to the ribbon cutting, because this is a real exciting time. But I wanted to make sure that everyone knew that history, because everyone standing behind me played a part. It was not just one person. It was a collective work of art of people. And I am very grateful to all of you and our community. So with that being said, you can have the mic back, Jason. But I am very, very proud to welcome you here in our Roselle community. Roselle was the first town lit by Thomas Edison's incandescent light bulb, so we do have some history in light.
You like lights?
I see. You like lights. You do like lights. Gary said we got to get the light. But welcome to our community, and we look forward to our continued partnership for years to come. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Before I turn it over to our area manager, I'd like to recognize two other Wawa associates who today would, without them, today would not have been possible. Would Mike Knorr and Anthony Brusca please come up? Where are you? Come on up. Don't be shy. Where are you? Where's Mike?
Hey, how you doing? Coffee.
You drinking coffee? Amen. So on behalf of the entire region, we really appreciate all your help. A small token of appreciation for the store and everything. We'll embarrass Mike too. All right. He's been looking forward to this. So we changed the script around a little bit for these openings. So Dan's actually never been introduced. So it is my, hi honor to introduce at your new store in Roselle, New Jersey, it never gets old, your area manager, Dan Holland.
Thank you so much. I have been looking forward to that. You know, we do a lot of openings and I'm usually introducing Jason, so it's a little bit of a change this morning, but thank you. It's an honor to be here today to share the important role that being a good neighbor and giving back plays in our culture at Wawa and throughout our company. So we don't just move into a community, a neighborhood, we learn more about what that community is all about and commit to being a part of programs focused on making it better and stronger moving forward. So to demonstrate this commitment, we have invited members of New Jersey-based Eden Autism Services, a long-standing partner of ours, to join in a celebration today to announce our continued support of their supportive employment programs with a check presentation today of, get this, $100,000. Now, our relationship dates all the way back to 1981 when Wawa first hired a supportive employment associate through an Eden pilot program. So today, 44% of students and adults in Eden's neighborhoods are engaged in competitive employment and vocational programs. So let's hear firsthand from a family who has received services from Eden, the impact that it's made on their household and the community. So please help me welcome Tara Murphy, escorted by Melinda McAleer from Eden Autism Services.
Yes.
Melinda?
Thank you so much, Dan. It gives me great pleasure to be here on behalf of our Eden families and my colleagues back at Eden and Princeton. We do serve the state of New Jersey, and our relationship with Wawa goes back to 1981. As Jason has mentioned, Eden too is all about community. Wawa exemplifies community. We just wrapped up Autism Awareness Month in April, and as most of us know, that is about acceptance and awareness. But what Wawa is about is inclusion, and that is for everyone with a developmental disability, with a number of challenges that they come from. Wawa is inclusive and accepting, and we're so very grateful for the 38 years of the relationship that we've had with you. And the money that you've provided to us will go to support Patrick and his friends back at the Eden School, Tara, Patrick's sister Alita, and Patrick is a perfect example of someone who Wawa, and Patrick might want to say a few words. Give me just a moment. I'm going to hand it over to Mom in just a minute. But Patrick could someday be working at Wawa. And again, as a staff member of Eden, I'm grateful for that, but I'm certain that Tara can say even more about that.
We were so lucky that we were accepted into Eden a few years ago, and not only because it's a great school, but because they take care of it's a not only for the school, but because we felt hopeful that they would provide a great future for us. Patrick is 20 years old now. That means in 1 year he'll be done with the school system. And after that, for many families, it's a big black hole, and there's not many opportunities available. So we are very lucky both to be part of Eden and that Wawa has supported us for all these years. So I'm trying to get Patrick to learn how to say, I want to work at Wawa.
Work at Wawa.
Thank you so much. Round of applause, please. We have this check presentation here. Patrick, can you help me hold this?
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming today. Patrick, hopefully we can make that happen one day, right, bud?
Time for me.
There we go. Time for bagels. Thank you so much. So, we're also proud to support a new initiative here as we open a store in Roselle, and that's Roselle First. So Assemblyman Holly spoke about it, but it equips borough residents with important job readiness and employability skills at no charge. And today we'd like to announce that we're going to contribute $1,000 to that organization to help match local employers with qualified local employees. As they alluded to before, almost 75% of our associates came through that, and I'd like to give Pastor Pam a chance to say a few words here.
Hello, Roselle! So
excited about today. Economic development is just at the core and the center of Roselle's heart, just backed by so many of the people that you see who stand behind me. And to be able to serve in the capacity of trying to find those who are qualified to fill positions in the borough of Roselle, it has been just one of the most rewarding experiences, and so proud to be able to say that 75% of the employees here at this Wawa have come through Roselle First. And I want to thank Mayor Danzaro, and of course I can't just stop thanking Assemblyman Holly, for he came up with the idea of Roselle First, and then of course Mayor Danzaro carried it forward, and that's why we're here today. And so I want to just say thank you to all of you for being here. Congratulations, Wawa. Congratulations to all of you who are here for this wonderful occasion, and may we see many, many more Wawa stores come to the area.
Thank you so much, Pastor Pam. So it's not an easy feat to go out and hire 50 or 60 people. So the fact that you opened your arms to us and gave us that help and welcome to the community means a lot to us. We'd also like to thank the fire department and mayor's office who provided conference rooms and meeting spaces for the team. So thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate the warm welcome that you've given us. So our commitment to the community extends throughout the year through the Wawa Foundation's national partnerships as well. There's 7 organizations that we support who are focused on our core areas of health, hunger, and everyday heroes, all of which have local offices that serve every community that we are a part of. Every year our customers join us in supporting them through our in-store scan campaigns and donations, and for that we say thank you. Something else that gives us goose pride are our wonderful Wawa associates here in the store. Hopefully you guys are going to get to know us even better, but one thing you may not know is that Wawa is privately held, family and associate owned. Our associates, the ones that are going to work in this store, make up part of 41% of the company that we own as associates through our ESOP program. Wawa associates fly together, work together, and succeed together, and I'm thrilled to introduce the great team who will bring the Wawa brand to life right here in this community of Roselle. So please help me introduce John Brandt, who's going to serve as your general manager.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Jason. Thank you all for being here. It's a great day here in Roselle, and we're proud to be part of the Wawa family, which is more than 35,000 strong, who all live our Wawa's core values each day. So there's members of our management team that are here that I'd like to introduce. If I could have Ian Appel come through. Jonathan DePasqua. He's not in the Secret Service, he just looks at it. Joel Nunez, my food and beverage manager. There are other members that may or may not have crept in. They're here. They may have worked overnight. They may be working second shift and third shift. Andrew Griffiths. Angela Cajun, who's our customer service supervisor. Nicole Colon, who's our food and beverage supervisor. Yamina Fisher, who's a night supervisor, and Rosalind Williams. Here's Yamina. Yamina's here, and Rosalind are 2 night supervisors who have worked. They worked all night last night, went home, and came back. They're our night supervisors. These guys have been very instrumental in terms of being able to train the associates that you guys have heard us talk about that we, sorry. So with all the associates that are here, I hope there's bringing a lot more friendships, connections. We saw last night with a little friends and family night that was well attended. Thank you. But this is your Wawa, and as much your Wawa as it ours, our Wawa. And we look forward to welcoming you and our friends. Now, one of the aspects that everyone's probably been waiting on, especially the police and fire department, is that at every grand opening we host a Hoagies for Heroes Hoagie building contest between our everyday heroes to recognize the important role they play in our community and to provide support for the communities that their community causes are. Today we have representatives from the Roselle Police Department and the Roselle Fire Department. They're behind the tables ready to go. The benefit of this today is also that they've selected charities for which the winner will get a nice donation in their name. And they've both selected the same Foundation. Abraham Clark High School project graduation. That's awesome. We're talking about communities being together. Partners that partner together. Now there's bets going back and forth as far as who's going to win and who's going to lose, but as they will be able to, the contest is to see who can make the most hoagies in 3 minutes in the traditional Wawa way. They spent the last 6 hours being trained. The winning team will have bragging rights, a large trophy, and we will donate $1,000 on behalf of both teams to the benefit.
Up for the trophy. Who's going to win it? Bragging rights.
All right, are we ready? On your mark. Get set. All right, everyone ready? Yeah. On your mark. Get set. Make it roll. Going on. Oil, not making another sandwich. Not enough tomatoes. Too much lettuce. Let's go. Extra mayo. There's not a timer on this. Somehow they made 6 already. Let's go, Steve! Never! Come on, FD! Murder, Steve! Murder, let's go! There's no meat on that! The health inspector's on his way. The health inspector's on his way to check in.
Get cheese, I'm get cheese.
Let's go, Rob! Let's go, Rob! 30 more seconds. We got 30 seconds left. Okay, we got one box. Waiting on you, buddy. I'm about to help you on what's out of cheese. Come on. One full box. Oh! Come on, FD! Hold on. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why you still want sandwiches? Yeah, we can take 5 out of our box and still one. Let's go! Fire department is the winner! This way.
All right, yes.
Where's the microphone? I don't know. If you can get the microphone, it'll be great.